Paul Metcalf told the district attorney he was writing to her as the uncle of the deceased and an optimistic patriot who believes in our system of law and justice. He went on to suggest in his email to District Attorney Lori Pettit Reman of Cattaraugus County that she was doing too little to prosecute those responsible for the death of his nephew, Richard A. Metcalf Jr. She eventually told him to stop threatening her. "Please stop sending me your threatening emails," Reman told Paul Metcalf, according to the email chain obtained by the news. "You have absolutely no clue as to what I am doing or have done with respect to your nephew's case." A state agency says Richard Metcalf Jr. was strangled by the jail deputies who restrained him in the Erie County Holding Center in November 2012. The State Commission of Correction then urged the Erie County District Attorney's Office to consider a criminal prosecution. The job went to Reman because the Erie County DA's office had a conflict of interest. Reman took the case in February but has yet to say what she'll do with it. Clock runs out on two possible charges in death of holding center inmate. Paul Metcalf emailed her 9 months later, on November 12, almost 5 years after his nephew died at age 35. His words emphasized the family's belief that the criminal justice system has so far let them down. While the family harbors little hope that criminal charges will be filed, the victim's father is gratified that Reman agreed to meet with him within the next few weeks, he said through a family attorney. The lawyer, Thomas J. Casey, requested the meeting just days ago, and she agreed. In his email November 12, Paul Metcalf asked Reman if she had seen the autopsy photos of Richard Metcalf's badly bruised body. He reminded her that jail deputies knotted a spit mask around his neck and pulled a pillowcase over his head, leaving him unable to breathe. He noted that the deputies had violated the jail's policies and procedures. He went on to say he found it suspicious that after 10 months she had not called people who have important information about the case, including the state forensic pathologist who concluded Metcalf was asphyxiated. Drive. Michael Bodden. Metcalf, a retail industry consultant living in Massachusetts, ended his email by saying the family was still hoping for justice. He urged the prosecutor to do more. "We are counting on you to be that person you were sworn in to be, that optimistic, bright woman who will do what's right regardless of the implications. I hope our faith in the system is well founded," he said. "I trust it is and pray to God you don't join those animals by condoning their actions." When he received no response, Paul Metcalf wrote again 10 days later. It was the day before Thanksgiving. "It's very unfortunate that you are so neglectful of not only your duty but to any due diligence of obvious violations of the law," he said in his second email. He suggested that given her inaction, she should not be able to sleep at night. "Have a happy holiday with your family." "We won't be able to," he said.